We are honored to be joined by Kathleen Coviello, who is a Chief Economic Transformation Officer at the New Jersey Economic Development Authority. Good to see you, Kathleen.
Likewise. Good to be here, Steve.
Kathleen, we've had several folks on from the EDA talking about economic development issues, innovation, economic development, a whole range of related topics. But we're having you on to talk about, do I have this right, place-based economic development strategy. What does place-based mean?
So what it means is that we're taking a new approach to our innovation economy and how we focus on strategic sectors with really putting a pin in the map with a physical space. So you've heard, Steve, from several of my colleagues about the Helix in New Brunswick. That's a great example of this.
Explain what the Helix is. Chris Palladino, our friend, who was down at DevCo, has talked about us about this a lot. And we're going to be doing some programming on the Helix. That's an acronym for?
Helix is a life science symbol.
Okay. What is it?
The Helix is a place that's bringing together innovation for life sciences. It's bringing together academia. It's bringing together medical centers. It's bringing together the state and the Economic Development Authority, university partners, all under one roof with a common goal of focusing on growing the life science industry in New Jersey.
That's a place, meaning New Brunswick, the Helix. But are we saying, is the EDA, by the way, an underwriter of our programming, is the EDA saying that you want people to go to these places to be more in person?
Absolutely. Absolutely. That innovation only happens through collaboration, through coincidental meetings in hallways where one, person from Princeton meets somebody from Rutgers, meets somebody from Robert Wood Johnson, and an idea blooms from that. So we're seeing that play out across a multitude of industries in New Jersey.
So you got life sciences, the Helix, but also talk to us about, I'm going to stay away from offshore wind. Look at all of our programming on offshore wind. It speaks for itself. You decide for yourself. We're trying to educate people about offshore wind. Film. What's going on with film and what's the place?
Yeah. So film is an easy one, right? We have Netflix, who's going to build $1 billion studio down in Fort Monmouth. That place is going to change the landscape of the film industry in New Jersey. Marry that with Lionsgate up in Newark and the film and digital media tax credit wrapped around that to incentivize folks to film within the borders of the state of New Jersey. Again, it puts us on the map. It puts that pin in the map to say, this is something New Jersey's serious about and focusing around.
So since you mentioned film, actors, writers, we are taping this toward the back end of October 2023. It'll be seen later. Strike impact the work that you're doing and the work of the Netflix studio and other related film activity?
It certainly does, right? And, having the talent aboard to film in the state is at a pause while we're waiting for the strikes to be resolved for the Actors Guild. Luckily, the writers is behind us, but we need the talent in front of the cameras.
I'm curious about this. As we do this program, there are a group of folks in Asia, and I know you didn't come on to talk about that, but I know that Governor Murphy, as we do this program back end of October, Governor Murphy is there with, and Choose New Jersey, check out our past programming connected to Choose New Jersey, a private, not-for-profit entity promoting economic development in the state, working closely with the Economic Development Authority. But I also know that your CEO, Tim Sullivan, is there. Am I correct?
You are.
Is there a connection between that trip with the governor to Asia and the work we're talking about here?
Absolutely.
Talk about it.
So we started off talking about the Helix, right? Our friends at Rutgers University are part of that trip and signed a MOU already there to further
a memorandum of understanding, please.
Thank you. We're talking acronyms in government.
Oh, I noticed.
To advance some of the scientific research that's happening at Rutgers, right? And that will, again, bring foreign companies, we believe, to the work physically happening in the Helix. GenMab, one of the companies that...
what is it called?
Genmab.
Go ahead.
One of the companies growing in the state of New Jersey is with the governor on that trip. So you can kind of start to see this building of this cluster of life science companies. And, we're really trying to put the spotlight on an international platform now to say, look at what's happening in New Jersey. Come join us in these various verticals, be it life sciences, be it film and digital media, be it offshore wind, be it clean energy. One of the other physical spaces you've heard us announce last year was the HACS location up in Newark around building decarbonization.
Oh, a part of clean energy?
Yes, part of clean energy initiatives. Yep.
Explain what decarbonization actually means.
Sure, happy to. So one of the largest polluters in the state of New Jersey is buildings, right?
Yes.
So, or electric or vehicles. So we are looking at ways to reduce our carbon footprint in the state of New Jersey. And that's going to happen through a multitude of different mechanisms. One of them is our work with HACS, who, through a competitive process, chose to locate their accelerator in Newark, New Jersey.
They're a private company.
They are a private accelerator and investment firm. Yes.
What does that mean, an accelerator? There's a lot of language used in the economic development community I don't totally understand. An accelerator of what?
An accelerator of startup companies. So they take great ideas from young entrepreneurs and help put them through a boot camp of sorts to grow their business in New Jersey, addressing the issue of carbon emissions in the state.
Interesting stuff. Can I get, before I let you go, artificial intelligence?
Yeah.
30 seconds left. Can we talk about artificial intelligence? So real quick, it's not even an industry. It's going to impact all of our lives and have tremendous economic implications, fair to say, in New Jersey,
Absolutely.
the country, the world.
Absolutely. And you saw Governor Murphy just put together a task force headed by our CEO, Tim Sullivan, around this very issue. The governor
around AI,
is
around
keenly...
artificial intelligence.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry for interrupting. We're actually going to have Tim Sullivan talking about the work of that task force on artificial intelligence, because the truth is, the more I read about AI and artificial intelligence, the more questions I have and the more I want to try to understand, and we'll try to understand together. Kathleen Coviello is the Chief Economic Transformation Officer at the New Jersey EDA, the Economic Development Authority. Kathleen, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
My pleasure.
I'm Steve Adubato. We thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Life is unpredictable. Health insurance shouldn't be. For over 90 years, Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey has provided quality, affordable health plans to New Jersey residents. We have served generations of New Jersey families and businesses and are committed to driving innovations that put you at the heart of everything we do. Our members are our neighbors, our friends, and our families. We're here when you need us most. Horizon, proud to be New Jersey.
Also brought to you by Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey. Here when you need us most. NJM Insurance Group, serving New Jersey's drivers, homeowners, and business owners for more than 100 years. Seton Hall University, showing the world what great minds can do since 1856. Newark Board of Education. Holy Name. Community Food Bank of New Jersey. New Brunswick Development Corporation. The Fidelco Group. And by PSEG Foundation.